Hello and welcome, I'm Sean Fox, this is Made to Ramble, and why the hell are you down there? Hello? Okay, so in this episode we'll be talking about this. This is the Platypod Ultra, and I have to admit, although I had read a lot of great things about the Platypod, I wasn't too sure that I would find it all that useful. It turns out though, it is indeed a pretty interesting product. Well, we're in Scarborough, just north of Perth City on the coast here, and there's been a lot of works going on around here, so it has been quite a while since I last visited. I figured we might as well come check it all out and see what's changed. So what exactly is the Platypod? It's not a tripod. When I first put this on my Christmas list, I was really hoping that this might be an effective replacement for my trusty old Gorillapod. Unfortunately, while the Gorillapod is quite handy to use, it's never really been stable enough for my liking. When I first bought it, of course, it was quite a bit stiffer than it is now. It would hold on pretty well when you wrapped it around a pole or a tree branch or a bin or pretty much anything else you can think of. Sadly, that stiffness didn't last long. That's what she said. So none of this really answers the question though. What the hell is this thing? Well, according to the box, it's ultra versatile, ultra portable, ultra stable, ultra durable, and ultra stealthy. It's so stealthy. When it all boils down to it, it's really just a stable platform that you can attach a ball head and a camera to. It could act as a pretty kind of low profile tabletop tripod, I guess. It's a nice stable base. Where it starts to get interesting though is when you attach these spikes to it. These can be attached with the spikes pointing down or the other way around, so that the nice rubber pads are touching whatever surface it is that you're using it on. You don't need to use all of the spikes. The Platypod comes with 4 of these, but even just using one of these, you can create a nice stable base with 3 points of contact. The idea is that this will work to stabilize your camera on a range of uneven surfaces, which might not be ideal for using a traditional tripod. So what are some examples of this? Well, let's go take a look. So as it turns out, it's actually pretty difficult to find an uneven surface around here. So we're going to have to look for an area that's a bit rockier. Alright, so this is a little more like it. Here I have some rocks. It would be difficult to balance a tripod on here, but with a little effort you can get the Platypod to work. See, that's not going anywhere. Another even simpler scenario is doing something like this. This only took a couple of seconds to set up and it's plenty stable enough. There are a variety of circumstances where the Platypod is really useful. So what else beside these spikes and the base itself actually comes with the Platypod? Well, not much, but you can order one of these with the ball head. This is the best ball head that I own now, and also with the accessory kit. Now the accessory kit is really useful as it contains a couple of these straps. This is where the Platypod really starts to look like a decent replacement for the Gorillapod. Yep, in a matter of seconds you can quickly strap this to a tree or a pole and away you go. This is not going anywhere now. So who needs a tripod? Hello? You can pick up the Platypod Ultra with a ball head for $104 US via B&H, and the accessory kit will cost another $29 US. Of course, if you already have a decent ball head, you can pick up the Ultra with the accessory kit included for just $79. I'll admit this does seem kind of expensive for what's essentially just a piece of metal with some holes in it and a couple of straps. But the usefulness of the Platypod Ultra doesn't end just there. To show you what else we could do with this little fella though, I'll have to take you back to my place. Did that sound a little creepy then? Come back to my place? Just ignore the pile of severed heads there in the corner. You see nothing. Anyway, I was planning to demonstrate that you can mount the Platypod to the wall. This could be kind of handy if you have limited space, or maybe you want to have a permanent mount near your computer so that you could tether the camera to your PC and live stream. Or if you're always setting up the camera in the same spot, you could save time assembling a tripod and just leave a permanent mount in place. Taking the Platypod down is just a simple matter of unscrewing from the wall and away you go. So I was going to mount this to the wall myself to demonstrate, but it turns out I don't have a hammer drill here at the moment. And these walls are pretty well indestructible. Anyway, even if I did still have a hammer drill here, I probably couldn't be bothered. Feeling kind of lazy today. There is one more interesting thing that you can do with the Platypod though, if you have the accessory pack. I was with friends recently in Dongra and I had the Platypod out, and there was one item there that we couldn't figure out what the hell it was for. It turns out it's called a spigot, and it allows you to do this. Wow, will you marvel at those special effects? I don't call them special for nothing. The spigot enables you to mount a light on the Platypod and even an umbrella. That could certainly be useful. Fucking dog. So yeah, that's about it. The Platypod is not an earth-shattering product. It's not going to replace your tripod. Probably won't even replace a tabletop tripod, but it is pretty easy just to clip it onto your bag and so you have it at the ready. There are a number of places that won't allow you to use a tripod. I know I've certainly run into a few of those. I highly doubt that anyone's going to have much of an objection to using the Platypod though, so is it worth the money? I don't know. I guess it just depends on how much you're likely to use it. It did seem a little awkward to me at first, but I've already found it pretty useful a couple of times now, so I suspect it may get quite a bit of use. It's certainly a versatile little product, and I'm yet to see anything else quite like it. I should probably mention that there is a larger version called the Platypod Max. It's a little too large for my taste, but maybe if you've got a heavier camera and lenses. Anyway, that's about all that I have to say on that subject. There's only about 6 weeks until we head off to South America and Antarctica, so there may not be too many videos between now and then. I am planning to put out a short video about the way that I'm packing for this trip. I'm talking about camera gear there, not clothing. For the first time ever, I'm not planning to take a dedicated camera bag with me. I've been trying to figure out for a while now what I'm going to need, and I think I have got it down to a pretty versatile but minimal setup without having to sacrifice quality. So if you want to see the ultimate travel video kit, keep an eye out for that one. After that, my future videos will be a little less focused on gear and a lot more focused on getting the best out of the gear. I don't really want to spend a lot of time talking about gear because it's hard not to feel like you're just advertising products for someone else. I don't make any money out of these videos, so I'm certainly not going to advertise for them. Of course, if there are any companies out there that do want to give me some money, I am completely without ethics. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit that bell icon so that you're notified anytime that I put out a new video. Check out the new website at made2ramble.com, and I'll see you again soon.